What's going on, traders? Welcome to another weekly forecast. My name is Dmitry with My Trading Profit, and today, as usual, we're going to go over US dollar index, crude oil and gold before looking at the most popular currency pairs. I'll show you the patterns I'm watching, as well as the key levels and targets for these instruments to give you an idea of what could happen in the market next week. Without further ado, let's get started. Quick disclaimer that today's video is for educational purposes only. My opinion is not intended as a trading advice, investment advice, or anything of that nature. Please trade carefully and see the description of this video for the full disclaimer. Before we get started, be sure to hit that like button and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. First up is the US dollar index. Last week the price exceeded my expectations by reaching all of our long-term targets at 99.2, 99.5, and 99.8. And since the bullish rally had been going to the upside direction for almost a month now, the price found its reversal at the supply and demand zone around the 99.8 level and switched the momentum to the downside by breaking the most recent high low. So what can we expect next week? Ideally, I'd like to see the price go up and test the 99.8 level, where I would be looking for bearish setups to targets 99.2, 98.8, and 98.5. And of course, if the price doesn't create a flag pattern and just breaks below the 99.1 support level, then I would be bearish to our next target at 99.8 and 99.5. Let's have a look at gold. Just like we said in the last week's forecast, the price broke through the supply and demand zone and went up to our next target at 1604 level, again exceeding my expectations and reaching my other long-term target at 1631. The five-wave structure to the upside had been completed, and the price is very close to the key level where it may consolidate for some time or find some kind of rejection. The current momentum is still bullish, therefore we need more confirmation before looking for sells, but at this moment in time I would take a more conservative approach and stay away from trading gold completely until we get a better structure. Next up is crude oil. Just like we said in the last week's forecast, the price broke above the 51.8 level and shortly after reached our both targets at 52.8 and 53.8. The current momentum is bullish, with higher highs and higher lows on the chart, and therefore we may see a continuation to the upside to test the resistance area at 53.8 again. But first, I'd like to see the price go down and test the supply and demand zone around 52.2 support level. If the price breaks through the zone and closes above the 55.2, I would be bullish to the next target at 55.5, and if the price closes below the 51.8 support level, I would be bearish to targets 50.8 and 50.2. Alright, let's have a look at AUDUSD. Just like we said in last week's forecast, the price went down to test the supply and demand zone, and after breaking through it to the downside, it reached all of our long-term targets at 0.665 and 0.662. The current momentum is bearish with lower lows and lower highs on the chart, and therefore we may see a continuation to the downside to test the support area at 0.658. Last week we closed with a bullish engulfing candle, and therefore we may see a pullback to levels 0.665 and 0.668, where the price could create a reversal pattern and continue its move to the downside. If on the other hand the price closes above the 0.668 resistance level, I would be bullish to targets 0.67 and 0.674. EURUSD. Because US dollar was gaining the strength, last week the price broke through the support level of 1.082 and bounced off the rejection zone. The current momentum is now bullish because the price broke through the most recent high point and the bearish structure was cancelled out. At this moment in time, we would still need some extra confirmation before looking for bullish setups, and if next week we get a reversal pattern around the 1.082 support level, I would be bullish to targets 1.088, 1.092, and 1.095. And if the price drops below the zone and also closes below the 1.078 support level, my next bearish target will be 1.075. Next up is GBPUSD. Once again, our last week's forecast played out nicely. The price found rejection from the zone and reached all of our targets at 1.298, 1.295, and 1.292. The current momentum is bearish because we can see lower lows and lower highs on the chart, and if next week the price creates a reversal pattern around 1.298 level, we could see a continuation to the downside to our target at 1.292, 1.288, and 1.285. If on the other hand, the price breaks above the resistance level at 1.2995, I would be bullish to levels 1.302 and 1.305. NZDUSD. Just like we said last week, the price broke through the zone and went down to our target at 0.635. The current momentum is bearish because we can see lower lows and lower highs on the chart, and if next week the price goes up to test the resistance area at 0.638, I would start looking for bearish setups to targets 0.635 and 0.632. And if the price breaks through the support level of 0.6307, the next bearish target would be 0.628. If the price closes above the 0.64 resistance level, I would be bullish to targets 0.642, 0.644, and 0.6455. USD CAD. Last week the price reached our target at 1.322 and stopped a few pips away from our next target at 1.32. The momentum is still bearish, and therefore if the price goes up to test the 1.325 resistance area, I would start looking for bearish setups to targets 1.322, 1.32, and 1.318. If on the other hand, the price breaks through the resistance at 1.327, my next bullish target would be 1.329 and 1.332. USD Swiss. Once again, last week's forecast came true and the price stopped a few pips away from our target at 0.985. The current momentum is now bearish because we broke through the last higher low, switching momentum to the downside. If the price pulls back and tests the resistance level at 0.98, I would look for bearish setups to targets 0.9765, 0.9745, and 1.9715. And if we break above the 0.985 resistance level, my next bullish target will be 0.988. And finally, USDJPY. Last week we had a crazy bullish rally exceeding all of my expectations and reaching all of our targets at 110.5 and 110.8. The current momentum and structure are bullish with higher highs and higher lows on the chart, and next week we may see some consolidation between the support level of 111.2 and the resistance level at 112.2. If the price breaks above the resistance, my next bullish target will be 112.5 and 112.8. I would be extremely careful taking sells here, but there could be an aggressive bearish setup if the price closes below the 111.2 support level, with the bearish target at 110.8 and possibly 110.5. So that is it for me this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like down below. Please check out our website at www.mytradingprofit.com for free trading videos, courses, and our blog. I'd like to wish you a fantastic trading week, don't forget to trade safely, and thank you very much for watching.